Tienes que intentar luchar por seguir tus sueños, sin olvidar mantener los pies en el suelo. Destapa tu corazón y no tengas miedo, sin alterar el pulso de tus sentimientos. No jures para siempre, siempre es mucho tiempo que lo grande se encuentra en lo más pequeño. Besarnos, querernos, tocarnos, llamarnos, lijar los errores, saber perdonarnos, dar sin esperar y sentirnos queridos son los mandamientos para sentirnos vivos. Empieza a olvidar a los que te olvidaron para sentirte libre sin dueño ni amo, para verte más guapa y alegrarte el día, besar tu reflejo y sube tu autoestima. Sube tu autoestima. Todos necesitamos sentirnos llenos, lo bueno se nos escape en cualquier momento. Tienes que intentar luchar por seguir tus sueños, sin olvidar mantener los pies en el suelo. Destapa tu corazón y no tengas miedo, sin alterar el pulso de tus sentimientos. No jures para siempre, siempre es mucho tiempo que lo grande se encuentra en lo más pequeño. Dilata tu alma, las penas te crecen, ríe al caer que de todo se aprende. Hazte con un mapa y búscate a ti misma porque la batalla no está perdida. Sigue tus impulsos y no te arrepientes, y si te equivocas no sientas vergüenza. Oye, más que habla, siente más que piensa, que tras el esfuerzo está la recompensa.
Que las cosas más grandes son,
que las cosas más grandes son, que las cosas más grandes son las más pequeñas. Que las cosas más grandes son, que las cosas más grandes son, que las cosas más grandes son las más pequeñas. Que las cosas más grandes, me dijo el barquero, no se compran con dinero. Que las cosas más grandes, me dijo el barquero, que no, no se compran con dinero. Que las cosas más grandes son, que las cosas más grandes, que las cosas más grandes son las más pequeñas. Que las cosas más grandes son, que las cosas más grandes, que las cosas más grandes son las más pequeñas. Que tus impulsos y no te arrepientes, y si te equivocas no sientas vergüenza. Oye, más que habla, siente más que piensa, que tras el esfuerzo está la recompensa.
que las cosas más grandes son las más
Que las
pequeñas.
cosas más grandes son las más pequeñas. Que no nos mientan.
Barranquilla tiene un swing que empieza la rumba y no tiene fin. Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué, pa' bailar la cumbia, cumbia y más vale. Barranquilla tiene un swing que empieza la rumba y no tiene fin. Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué, pa' bailar la cumbia, cumbia y más vale. Tiene Barranquilla un swing sabroso, y sobre todo por ese ambiente tan popular. Es que Barranquilla siempre está de fiesta, siempre está de rumba. Barranquilla siempre tiene un buen motivo para festejar. Tremendo swing, Barranquilla tiene un swing, pero tremendo swing, que empieza la rumba y no tiene fin. Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué, pa' bailar la cumbia, cumbia y más vale. Y sus mujeres en descaderado se ven tan divinas, moviendo la cola al compás de una cumbia que fascina. Es que Barranquilla es una ciudad tan maravillosa, que todo el mundo quiere gozar aquí en la Arenosa. Oye que sí, Barranquilla tiene un swing, por eso yo me quedo en Barranquilla. La rumba y no tiene fin. Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué, a bailar la cumbia, cumbia y más vale. Y cuando empieza el carnaval, se arenosa, se oye el rumor de un pregonar. Quien lo vive, quien lo goza. Y si el Junior mete un gol hay un arrebato. Se prende Barranquilla con todos sus barrios en el 84. Vaya que rico.
Barranquilla tiene un swing. Empieza la rumba y no tiene fin. Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué. A bailar la cumbia.
Ay, Barranquilla, como te quiero. Esto es para gozar. Tremendo swing que tiene Barranquilla, mira, la rumba no tiene fin.
Barranquilla tiene un swing.
Y sus mujeres tan lindas, bailando cumbia puya. Y el más vale, más vale.
Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué.
Mira cómo baila, mira cómo goza, mi gente no tiene fin.
Barranquilla tiene un swing.
Por eso te canto Barranquilla, mira, y te canto con mucho H.
Barranquilla tiene un no sé qué.
Coge mambo, Barranquilla. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Y yo me quedo en Barranquilla, mira, Barranquilla es pa' gozar nada más.
Barranquilla me quedo.
Y un homenaje sincero a Yo Arroyo, sonero barranquillero.
En Barranquilla me quedo.
Esto es pa' gozar. Oh, oh, oh.
En Barranquilla me quedo.
Oh, oh, oh. Esto es para ti, Barranquilla.
En Barranquilla me quedo.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing this Friday? Let's see. I am saying good morning to a struggling Justice, a doubting Tommy, and a Neil. I am saying a good afternoon to a Batman, a good morning to a Stargazer, and a Magnus Deacon. Good morning. Good morning to Green Badger, and good morning to Stargazer. How are you guys doing this Friday? There's a couple of things that I want to cover before we get on to the good news, because Friday is for happy and good news stories to balance out all the stuff that I report early. Yep, I've watched it, and I've also recommended it. I got to put that in the description below. First thing that I want to discuss is the hashtag release the memo. I've been keeping an eye on it, and so far the only news outlet out there that is reporting on it is Fox News. Surprising? No. Because why would the left media, or the slanted left media, Morning Numbskull, report on something that could possibly be monolithically devastating to the Democratic Party as a whole? Well, at least Obama and Hillary and Comey and anybody else that was involved in that huge debacle, which is going to be, which as it unfolds is proving to be way worse than Watergate ever was. And the reason that it is worse than Watergate is because they were using federal offices, federal officers, and federal resources in order to try and sway an election away from the favored candidate and towards Hillary Clinton. Now, like I said, the only news outlet out there that I have seen reporting on this so far is Fox News. I don't like relying on just one news source for big stories like this. So I will be doing some digging to see what I can come up with as far as more information is concerned. When that happens, I will keep you guys updated, because I have a couple of commissions to work on. Good morning, MC. I have a couple of commissions to work on this morning, but after my writing commissions are hashed out, I am going to be doing some digging to see if I can find any other news sources, esoteric or otherwise, that can corroborate what is coming out of Fox News. News stories like this can be... Oh my goodness. Morning, Director Arketer. News stories like this can be particularly devastating to a political party. And if I am going to cover this in a news story, I want it to be as accurate as possible and as middle of the road as possible. Morning, Futter. And before you say anything about the bed, it was fixed before the dog started jumping on it. So that is why I am going to see if I can find corroborating news outlets, news wires and stuff. Okay, I'll do the voice work. Just DM me or contact me, and we can get to that. So as I'm getting more information, or as I find new information, I will be tweeting out how far along I am. And if the fates allow, there may be a Friday edition of Coffee Talk at either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on how long it takes me to find this information. So, best things I've seen is politicians talking about it. Yeah, I'm going to be looking at that too. I'm going to be looking at all those sources to see if I can put this story together, Doubting Tommy. Because I still want it to be middle of the road. But it seems to me the more they go in digging to find stuff on Trump, the more they find on the Democratic Party, Hillary and Obama in particular. It's not looking good for them. I mean, from the DNC debacle, basically sticking a dunce cap on Bernie's head and telling him to stand in the corner and shut up. I took stuff off the shelf at the end of the bed. That's why the stuff is falling over. Because I'm trying to de-roach the stuff by putting it in a colder room. I'm slowly trying to get you ready to move out of here. So, yeah, it just keeps looking worse and worse for the DNC and Hillary and Obama and everybody else involved in trying to discredit Trump. So, there is that. The second thing I wanted to cover was yesterday the story broke and everybody was talking about it, and there's still some murmurs about it this morning, is YouTube's new monetization guidelines. The 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of viewing time in 12 months. Yeah. And what I have to say is, when you are a corporation and you have to make decisions, you have to make some tough decisions sometimes. I'm not defending YouTube. Okay? I am not defending them in any way, because out of all the decisions that they could have made to try and make the platform better, they chose the absolute worst decision ever. Now, will it reduce the number of people that are monetized, henceforth probably making more money for the people that remain monetized? That has yet to be seen. Because we've never really been clear on what cut they keep and what cut they give us, as far as commercials running on things is concerned. Another thing is, we now more than ever, smaller channels, have to, network more. We have to get our name out more. We have to be known more by bigger channels in order to be recognized more. We have to diversify, which means we not only have to pass around Streamlabs links, as you see in the live chat, but we have to do merchandise stores, 55 to you and 45 to YouTube. Thank you, Fetter. We have to go to merchandise stores. Now, the problem with merchandise stores is we get a minuscule cut out of what is sold out of those merch stores. It's not as much as most people think. So, in order to choose the right merchandise store, we have to make sure the quality is high.